This woke guy is on fire.
You just got roasted to hell.
Like rotisserie chicken. You ever had rotisserie chicken?
You'll like it.
How's
it's
that
pretty healthy.
It has such a, like, there's so many jokes in it. I'm curious what it was like on set. How much of what we're seeing in the final film was on the script to begin with, and how much of it was something you found while working on set?
If the setups were there that you could play it straight and it was funny, but there was a lot of improvisational, also physical manifestation of those lines because it was very safe to be doing all this crazy stuff. And so I know just from stuff that Shameik did and responding to things that I did, when you read the script, you laughed. It was fast and it was very, very funny. But I think that our job was then to take it with all these amazing other supporting characters that they found for us to feed off of them. And then we found stuff in the moment, which is the most seductive, addictive part of acting, when you can do that. And it doesn't happen very often.
I don't think I could have gotten there with Walt without the environment feeling like it did, for all the reasons that it felt like it did. But the environment was created, and from there it was just like, we're here to work, let's go. We're here to make a funny movie.
I don't think any of us had worked with the Lester brothers before, but it's like an impossible, that script is impossible to deny. It is so funny and so insane. When I read the script, my response to my agent was, this is the most batshit insane script I've ever read. I need to meet these two. I need to meet these two brains. And so I think we all responded to this script in a similar way, where it was just like, if you guys are down to do this and we're down to do this, let's like really do it. And it seemed like everybody on the set brought that same energy of like, we're all in,
It has such a wild sense of humor. What are your comedy influences?
There are like people, who have been in, entertainment for a long time. There are like the Chris Rocks, there are the Larry Davids. There are many people out there that have influenced me. But I think, oddly enough, my biggest comedic influence was our grandfather. Like, our grandfather had a very, very dark sense of humor. Like, one time he handcuffed my brother and my cousin together. He's a security guard. And he was like, I lost the keys. And he did that for the entire day. But I always go to him. I think about him and like where I really cultivated a sense of humor. I think about my mom, who's a psychopath, who's unintentionally funny all the time, or makes like the least appropriate joke without cursing somehow.
I've been blessed enough to work in stand-up for a long period of time, and so many of the people that I find genuinely funny and like that like pull my compass, if you will, to be funny, like Tony Baker, who's in the movie, Langston Kerman, who's in the movie. I mean, like I just go on and on and on. Honestly, so much of my life has been spent trying to earn Isaiah's laugh, because he's not he doesn't give them out willy-nilly. I'm very much like, you can say anything in front of me and I'm like, okay, you can do it. But like Isaiah is just not that guy. So like when you get the laugh, you've earned it.
Tell me the truth. I still got a chance?
I mean, yeah.
Thought so. You couldn't have done this without me. I'm the star. It's time I struck out on my own.
But what about Moselle, dude?
Everybody's got a sob story to exploit me. You came with the whole, this is your purpose mess, and no, it's time I exploit myself.
Wait, I have to ask you a question then before you go. When did you make that bindle?
Where did the bindle come from?
I honestly, this is not a lie. From the inception of me starting comedic writing, I've tried to get a bindle on any show I've worked on, and people are just like, it's just not funny. And I'm like, it's the only funny thing. The only funny thing that's left is a bindle. And people were like, no. So I was like, I'm writing it in this script, again, not thinking it would ever get made. And then when it got made, I was like, the bindle it's happening. Like, the bindle is happening. And it plays so well every time. And I'm like, I told you guys. Like, I told you. Like, sorry, guys.
And I was gonna say, and props made a perfect bindle.
Yes, it's the perfect size, the perfect, like, it looks like a cartoon with the red band. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's like Yogi Bear.
Yes, it's
Yes.
perfect. So, and it's always funny. It's in a cartoon. It's funny. Like, just
Yeah.
carrying all your things on a stick. So anyway, I say all that to say, I'm so glad you asked. I'm gonna get a bindle tattoo next to your name.